All right, Shalom. All praises to Yahweh Bahashem, Yahweh Shai, Bahashem Rakatadash. Double honors to the elder apostles, the bishops, and the elders of GMS who rule well. Peace and salutations to the elect. My name is Aina. The title of the video is We Should Have Never Invented the Internet or the Digital Grid. Now, this is something basically that the banking elites said, right? They should have never invented the internet. And I was thinking about this MOTV system, right? Because these devils are being revealed on such a mass scale, in these last days that they're trying to, hide the truth. They're killing journalists, right? Because the journalists are uploading the crimes that they're doing to the internet, to the World Wide Web, right? And they're being found out. A lot of people are, finding out their secrets and putting it into the World Wide Web, right? So that's why they said before that they should have never invented the internet because it's more easy for people to, expose their crimes and share their crimes. When things happen, people are reporting it from different angles, and you can't really escape nothing. Just like recently, the White House, they was throwing some type of trash out of the building, and then Trump said it was AI. But then they were saying that there is being caught on multiple cameras with multiple angles of the same thing. So they can no longer really hide how they want. And Trump, I'll just add this right now. Trump is sick. The scriptures say that he's going to move with great wrath because after a short time he could have got some news. As a matter of fact, there's a video that I wanted to go over when I say this, so I'll probably do that. But I was just like I said, he could have got information where he's about to die or something. He was missing for a long ass time, you know. So hey, that's just me talking as a man on that matter. But like I said, I saw a video regarding cancer and all of that. So maybe I might look into it. Just something interesting going to regarding them having a short time. But anyway, they're being revealed. So they said they should have never invented the internet, and then they're going to say they should have never invented AI, and then they're going to say they should have never invented the digital system, because all it's going to do is allow things to be tracked and traced where they can't hide themselves more, right? They built the internet, it's telling them they built the AI, it's telling them, and once they have a digital system, the RFID chip, marketed beast, and everything is tracked, they can no longer do the wickedness that they do without being found out, like stealing people, capturing people, harvesting their bodies, sacrificing them and things like that. People trying to miss in. You won't have white people trying to lynch Jake, right? Or a cop just randomly killing somebody because of what he had, this and the third, because you will have things like Palantria, Gideon, right? The tracking system. So they basically can't lie. Who are you going to capture if everyone is on the grid traced in 15 million cities with universal income? You get what I'm saying? So this is a snare and a trap with the devil also. But we know that when he's about to fill his belly, the Most High Yahweh Bashmiah Shai is going to cast his wrath upon him. So he's not going to accomplish it. And that's why the scriptures say that he's going to go into perdition. Let me grab that. This is Revelation 17 and 11. And this is going into Babylon the Great. It says the doom of Babylon. Ultimately, we get 17 and 11. It says, and the beast that was and is not, right? Even he is the eighth. So the beast that was and is not is the Roman Empire, right? The Roman Empire died, it fell, it had a bruise, but then the bruise was healed. And what came out of that is the America, right? It says, and the beast that was and is not, even he is the eighth. So America is the eighth, and the end is of the seventh, and go into perdition, right? So basically, America goes into destruction, right? So it's prophesied that America will be ultimately destroyed. And right now, they're at their last trump, trying to bring forth this MOTV, right, as their final end all be all. But ultimately, what? It goes against even what they're about, right? Because like I pointed out, they won't be able to do their wickedness so easily. It's clear as day. If you're complaining about the internet, right? And you're over there trying to tweak AI so it's not telling on you, and you're blowing up journalists because they're recording you. But now you want to put everybody on the grid where everything is tracked and traced. That don't make any sense. Remember, in the news you had a bag of body parts pulled up to the hospital, black bag, like hearts, livers, and things like that. He was like, where the hell did it come from? When you got a system where things predict crimes before it happens and everyone is tracking and traced, we don't know exactly where the fuck it came from. Right. And if we don't know, then there's a problem. Right. And you already see people bucking up right now asking many questions. Trump went missing for a few days and the world damn near lost their mind. You know? So how much more when you got all these systems in place and people's missing body parts showing up and all this and you got no answers. It won't make any sense. So, I want to grab this because he's being revealed by the technologies that he have now. And he's steady going on with the tune of the Most High Yahweh Bahashim Yahweh's point. It says, 2 Thessalonians 2:1, now we beseech you, brethren, by the coming of our Lord Yahweh and by our gathering together unto him, that ye be not soon shaken in mind, nor be troubled, neither by a spirit, nor by word, nor by letter, as from us, that day of Yahweh is at hand, right? As the day of Yahweh is at hand, right? It says, let no man deceive you by any means, for that day shall not come, it's like Stephen, right? Says, except there come a falling away first, and that that man of sin will build the son of perdition. Once again, Esau, Edom is that son of perdition. So he's going into destruction. So nothing that he does is going to save him. And even I just pointed out, which, it's a crazy point, in my mind. And I already said it, so, you got it. But the system that he's trying to set up is going to fuck him up, in the things that he does behind the scenes. Because you will have to have people that are not track and trace, right? For you to kidnap people or have tunnels, right? These devils want babies chipped up, right? We got all these tunnels up on the ground and all of that. How are you going to do your wickedness with everything being tracked and traced and easily monitored? See, it says, let no man deceive you, right? By any means, for that day shall not come except there come a fallen away first, and that man of sin be revealed, the son of perdition, who opposeth and exalts himself above all that is called God, or that is worshipped, so that he as God sits in the temple of God, showing himself that he is God. Yeah, see, so, he's not understanding that he's a tool being used by Yahweh Bashim Yahushua. And I'll grab that, because I got it right here. NLT. Isaiah 10:5, it says, what sorrow awaits you, Assyria, the rod of mine anger? I use it as a club to express my anger. So, he's just a tool. It says, I am sending Assyria against a godless nation, against a people of whom I am angry. Assyria will plunder them, trampling them like dirt beneath its feet. But the king of Assyria will not understand that he is my tool. His mind does not work that way. His plan is simply to destroy, to cut down nation after nation. Right, so, let me see. So I'll continue along. It says, he will say, each of my princes will soon be a king. We destroyed Calno just as we did Carchemish. The mouth fell before us as our paw did, and we destroyed Samaria just as we did Damascus. Yes, we have finished off many a kingdom whose gods were greater than those in Jerusalem and Samaria. So we will defeat Jerusalem and her gods, just as we destroyed Samaria with hers. It says, after the Lord Yahweh Bashim Yahushua has used the king of Assyria to accomplish his purpose on Mount Zion, and in Jerusalem, he will turn against the king of Assyria and punish him, for he is proud and arrogant. Right. And with this device that he thinks he's trying to implement to try to go against the Lord Yahweh, oh, I got it already. I don't have it. It shows, like I said, the point is there. He's going against himself with this system. They have already proven that they should have never implemented the internet. Right now they have AI, and now they're going towards this. Everything is on the grid, easily tracked and traced. You got whistleblowers and things like that. This is going to be more complicated. Job 2019, because he have oppressed and have forsaken the poor, because he have violently taken away in the house which he builded not. Right, he stole everything. Right, America. It says, surely he shall not feel quietness in his belly. He shall not savor that which he desired. There shall none of his meat be left. Therefore shall no man look for his goods. It says, in the fullness of his sufficiency, he shall be in disgrace. Every hand of the wicked shall come upon him. So when he think he's about to implement this thing that will destroy him ultimately, because first of all, it's a cancer and it's going to go against his very system, right? It's going to be too easy for people to figure out what's going on, right? Like I keep saying, with the internet and the AI, it's already easy. This stuff is being revealed by the same things that he has put in place. We'll grab that Job 18 next. It says, when he is about to fill his belly, Yahweh shall cast the fear of his wrath upon him and shall rain it upon him while he is eating. So, he's going to be destroyed. Job 18 says what? Job 18:5, it says, yet the light of the wicked shall be put out, and the spark of his fire shall not shine. The light shall be dark in his tabernacle, and his candle shall be put out with him. The steps of his strength shall be straightened, and his own counsel shall cast him down. Right? And that goes, once again, it goes all the way back to making internet. I'm on the internet right now. www. This thing was made for the prophets and the Lord, the Urim and the Thummim. Right? We're using this thing, to spread the message, the word. And I lost my train of thought there. But I read this again. Job 18:7. It says, the steps of his strength shall be straightened, and his own counsel shall cast him down. For he is cast into a net by his own feet, and he walketh upon a snare. Yeah, this MOTB, whether he knows or not, but hey, we're prophets. We can foresee the future. If you complain about AI and the internet, you're going to complain about a tracked and digital trace world, right? Where you won't be so easily able to just kidnap a motherfucker, without their family members knowing, because, the type of devices they're going to allow to operate, where you can track your family members and whatnot. You already got the iPhone, where you can get your person location, single location, this, that, and the third. And that's that gradualism too. They're trying to make it available. So you're not going to kidnap nobody. You're not going to kidnap no children, and all of that. Hey, and, and if you, if you have universal income and things like that, we won't have, orphanages and things like that. It's going to be difficult for this devil to do his wickedness. It says, the gin shall take him by the hill, and the robber shall prevail against him. The snares laid for him in the ground, and a trap for him in the way. Terror shall make him afraid on every side, and shall drive him to his feet. Right? So ultimately, it was never going to work. Let me grab this. This is 1 Thessalonians 5:3. It says, for when they shall say peace and safety, then sudden destruction comes upon them as to dwell upon the ruin which child they shall not escape. And pretty much that's what's happened, And, I didn't have any particular order of the precepts. These were just precepts I thought about. But we're in that time now where they're trying to issue forth this MOTB, and all hell is breaking loose. And ultimately, like I kept saying, it's going to continue to break loose, even if they was to actually implement it. Right? It was never going to work. Jeremiah 49:7. It says, concerning Edom, thus saith the Lord Yahweh, Bashmiel Shah of hosts, is wisdom no more in Teman? Is counsel perished from prudent? Is their wisdom vanished? Yeah, because they're complaining about the internet and AI, but they want a digital tracked world where everyone is on the grid and easily see, what is it? They want Gideon and things like that, predictive programming where they know what's going to happen before it happens. These are the things that they're boasting in. So they won't be able to do little psyops, they little MK Ultra and all these different things that they do, because then we'll say, so what the hell the fuck is Gideon for? And all these different things you got. Is it working or is it not working? Job 5:12. It says, he disappointed the devices of the crafty, so that their hands cannot perform their enterprise. He taketh the wise in their own craftiness, and the counsel of the poor is carried headlong. Right, so their whole plan to gradually bring forth this MOTB has backfired on them in many ways, starting with the internet, AI, and even these little small things like being able to share locations and track, that's leading up to the point where they want. It's all backfired. So pretty much that's all I have. But this is Revelation 6:3. It says, and when he had opened the second seal, I heard the second beast say, come and see. And there went out another host that was red, and power was given to him that sat thereon to take peace from the earth, and that they should kill one another, and there was given unto him a great sword. Right? So this devil, the system that he would have entered into, it would have never worked because he's meant to take peace from the earth, right? And that's why they're talking about peace and safety, one world order, all of this. It was just never going to work. The man most likely would have went insane, So hey, that was just me in the spirit thinking about that. This is Habakkuk too. So I think it's a dumb, it's the most I, allow this thing to happen, but it was never going to work, right? I think I wanted the KJV. Oh, you're right here. Let me see what that say, man, Multi. See, I think I say the same thing. All right, Habakkuk 2:1. I will stand upon my watch and set me upon a tower, and I'll watch to see what he will say unto me, and what I shall answer when I am approved. And the Lord Yahweh Bahashim Yahushua answered me and said, write the vision and make it plain upon tables that he may run that readeth it. So we're running with the correct message, right? Some of the Lord Yahweh Bahashim Yahushua regarding what's happening, right? And regarding the prophecies. It says, for the vision is yet for an appointed time, but then it shall speak and not lie, though tarry, wait for it, because it will surely come and will not tarry. Behold, his soul which is lifted up is not right in him. Yeah, so this devil is purely wicked, right? And, he's not right in the brain. He don't understand. It says, but the just shall live by his faith. And the Most High Yahweh Bashmi has confounded these devils, in their knowledge and whatnot. Isaiah 19 says that they're going to be seeking to the idols, to the charmers, and all their plans is backfiring. None of it is making sense. And this MOTB, ultimately, like I pointed out, would not make sense in any anyway if the Most High allowed these devils to continue. And sometimes I even say that. I was like, yo, if we just left Esau here, and the scriptures say that, hey, the scriptures say no flesh will be saved, right? Basically, if Yahushua don't come, roughly paraphrasing scripture, they would just destroy themselves. You can clearly see this shit is headed down a path of destruction. The mind is desperately wicked. Who can know it? But Esau want to put some predictive programming. That people might think about death on a regular basis or something, or I don't know, whatever they might think about. You get some insurance, and your wife was like, in her mind, think like, damn, so if I kill you, I can just take the insurance money. So what you do about that? So anyway, this Isaiah 2:19, and I just get the point 3. It says, and the spirit of Egypt shall fill in the midst thereof, and I will destroy the counsel thereof. So the Most High Yahweh Bashim shall have destroyed the counsel of America, right? They have no understanding. None of their plans is going to go to fruition, right? It's not going to work out how they think it's going to work out, and the prophets are here to tell you that. And they shall seek to the idols and to the charmers and to them that have familiar spirits and to the wizards. So they seeking to left-hand sources, and it's AI shit. Bro, we literally get the AI to tell us that you're the evil ones. And if you're tweaking it to make it do what you want it to do, that don't make no sense. So where was that? Habakkuk 2. So, they have no understanding. Habakkuk 2:5, it says, yeah, also because he transgresses by wine, which is his laws, right? And it says he's a proud man. Now that keepeth at home, who enlarges his desire as hell, and is as death, and cannot be satisfied. So there's no way in hell, and I say that a lot too. If Esau implemented this thing and everything was just good and then working out, he will still kill. And ultimately it will backfire on him, because then the people will still uprise against him, because it wouldn't make any sense. But the water Yahweh Bashmi Shai, he won't get to that point. When he's about to, fully be satisfied in his plan, the Most High Yahweh is on the way. Yeah, also because he transgressed by wine, he is a proud man. Now to keep it at home, who enlarges his desire as hell, in is as death. He cannot be satisfied, but gathers unto him all nations, and he unto him all people. So he can't be satisfied. Like I said, even if it was peace and safety, he would still be the devil. He will still destroy, kill. John 10:10 says what? This man ain't changing, right? Can the leopard change his spots? Hell no. So can him that is accustomed to do evil do good? Hell no, right? John 10:10 says the thief cometh not but to steal and to kill and to destroy. I am come that they might have life and that they might have it more abundantly, right? So Yahweh is going to come and deliver us from this madness. And it's pure madness, right? These devils are making their plans and nothing is coming forth of it, right? And ultimately what? I mean, yeah, you get this MOTB, it's going to be a cancer and Yahweh shall returns. I think I'm the one that's 16. Yeah, right here. Revelation 14:9. It says doom for worshippers of the beast, right? So Esau Edom and his beast system, right, his RFID chip, following that thing. It says, and the third angel followed them, saying with a loud voice, hey, so Shalom, the video cut, I think got everything. Obviously, the devil was upset. Shalom, Shalom for leg, which consists of men, women, and children. Shalom.